60 goals, 78 assists, and 103 total points in only 72 games. Sounds like stats that your NHL Be a Pro player would put up, but these are Connor McDavid stats so far this year. And with all that being said, with all these great numbers, it seems that Connor McDavid has already ran away with the Hart Memorial Trophy. And certainly it would take a miracle for him to lose this. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how insane of a year Connor McDavid has, as well as the runner-ups for this reward, and what his projections for the rest of the year may be looking like. So comment down below what you think Connor McDavid's numbers are going to look like at the end of the year. How many points, how many goals, and how many assists do you think Connor McDavid will end with by the end of the year? Now, these numbers and stats are all based on the time of recording and may change by the time that this is uploaded or by the time you're watching it. But nonetheless, these numbers that Connor McDavid has done have been incredible all year long. But first, let's give some credit to the other players in this race. And let's cover the other players in the Hart Memorial race because they have deserved to be in the race. Now, the first player up here is going to be David Pastrnak, right winger off of the Bruins. Now, this guy is right up there. And honestly, if it wasn't for Connor McDavid, would be in the running for the Hart Memorial in many other years. But Connors ran away with it. Nonetheless, Pastrnak has had a great year putting together 48 goals, 45 assists for a total of 93 points. He has done this while being on the #1 team in the league in the Boston Bruins. And, along with that, he has been an important piece for the team. He's been an asset to this game with 32 power play points, 7 game-winning goals, a +30, and a 15% shooting percentage. Really, really good numbers from a guy that is sitting atop the best team in the league. Incredible, incredible numbers. But even with all these stats, he just doesn't stack up with Connor McDavid, and that's perfectly fine. The next guy, also a Boston Bruin, is going to be Linus Ullmark. Now, Linus is also sitting in the race for the Vezina, and I made a video on that. If you'd like to check out my Vezina Trophy race video, feel free. It's a great video just like this one. Now, Linus deserves to be in this race. I think it's kind of overshadowed how important goalies are, and oftentimes they're never in the race for the Hart Memorial, or at least never win it. It seems like they never win this, but he deserves to be in this race. Not only does he have the best goals against average, the best save percentage, the best saves above expected, he's also on the best team in the league by a long shot. He has all of those numbers, first in all of those, and a pretty big gap between first and second place. A very big gap. And all that, with all these stats, honestly, he might even deserve to be higher. Maybe be the second best odds. But still, comparing to Connor McDavid is tough out there. But these are some incredible, incredible numbers for a goalie, and especially for a guy of this stature on the best team in the league. Those are some incredible numbers. We also have Jason Robertson, left winger from the Stars. Robertson sits on par with Pastrnak with 41 goals, 48 assists, 89 total points, but on a Stars team that, is sitting amongst the best in the West and is well deserving to be in the race, but maybe not at the level of Connor McDavid. And lastly, the last guy here is going to be Jack Hughes. And, Hughes took a massive leap this year, and I think is going to be in the race for Hart Memorial for the coming years for quite a long time. But just not quite at that level yet, with only 81 points so far this year. Now that we kind of ran through these guys that definitely deserve to be in this race, but we all know who's at the top. Let's talk how crazy Connor McDavid has been this year and why he is the clear winner. Connor McDavid is on a level that we haven't seen in a long time. He's on the level of Wayne Gretzky, of Alexander Ovechkin. This guy is at an insane level for the way he's playing and the age that he's at. He's still a young guy. He can put up these numbers for a very, very long time. With 10 games left, Connor McDavid has already scored 60 goals, which puts him 33rd all-time already for goals in a year. This puts him on pace for 68 goals on the year, which would put him at 20th all time. That's a great number the way it is. But as we keep breaking down these numbers, it only grows greater why he is the clear winner, why he's having such a great year. As I said, 20th in goals if he remains on pace. Not only does Connor sit with a great number of goals, but he pairs that with 78 assists, on pace for 89 points, putting him at 34th all time. 2 top 50 numbers from goals and assists. Already great. But we keep going. Lastly, Connor has 138 points already. Nearly 2 points a game. Last year, and just a couple years ago, 1 point per game, 82 was elite. And then last year, 100 was elite, superstar level. And now, Connor McDavid, nearly 2 a game is insane. Absolutely crazy that he's able to do this at such a high level consistently. But not only does he have 138 points, nearly 2 a game. Not only does he have that, and all these were, these numbers have inflated through the past couple of years here, but he's on pace for 157 points. 157. Making Connor 14th all time in points in a season. Connor McDavid, 20th in goals, 34th in assists, and 14th in points in a season. All in 1 year this year. Insane numbers that Connor McDavid has put together. And there's chances that he could overperform these numbers. These are all predictions, expectations based on numbers he's already put up, divided by the numbers of games he's played, remultiplied by 82 to figure out what he could get. He might overperform this with 10 games left. We don't know. We saw in the month of December, he put up like 14 goals and like 30 or 40 assists. If he does that through the last 10 games here, we're looking at a very, very different number. We're looking at 160s for points. We're looking at breaking 70 goals in a season, something that hasn't been done in a very, very long time. Incredible, incredible numbers from Connor McDavid, who has ran away with this award. And normally in these videos, I talk about the guys that are in it, the guys that are in the race, and who I expect to win based on their numbers, and who I think deserves to be, mentioned in this race, and potentially could steal it away from the number one guy. But there's no chance that I see Connor McDavid losing this. And I'm not saying this as a guy that loves Connor McDavid and is a huge fan of him. I'm not an Oilers fan. Quite the opposite. I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan. Vegas is going to be playing Connor McDavid and the Oilers back-to-back games up here. And who knows how bad that could go. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Connor McDavid. I don't like the Oilers as a Vegas Golden Knights fan. But the performance that he's put together is absolutely insane. It cannot be overlooked. But not only is he have all those great numbers and projected to have even better numbers and be in the top 40 in the major statistical categories for scoring. Not only that, but he has nearly a 20% shooting percentage at 19.1. 10 game-winning goals. There's only 82 games in the season. He has 10. 10. And we've only played 72, and he already has 10. That's incredible. And he has 66 power play points. 66. This team sits number 1 in the entire league in power play percentage, and it's in big part to Connor McDavid. Now, these numbers are insane, and even if McDavid didn't play another game through the rest of the year, I think it's pretty obvious that he would win this Hart Memorial. Even if he didn't play another game the rest of the year, he didn't get another goal, didn't get another assist, didn't get another point, he would still win this award. It's insane. And that's all this video is saying, wow, it's amazing to be able to see this live. Watch this occur in an NHL season and not hear about it in the record books later on down the road. But we get to watch this live. And that's something that we got to take a second and look at and be like, wow, that's insane. Connor McDavid has put together an incredible year, and we might not see something like this again, a player of this caliber, for a long while. Now, I expect him to probably put up numbers like this again next year, maybe even longer, because he's still a young guy. But this is something we got to take a second and stop and look at and be like, wow, this is incredible. So Connor McDavid for the Hart Memorial Trophy. I think it's already solidified. But what do you guys think? Is there someone who would you say deserves to win it most of the other guys? Outside of Connor McDavid, who do you think deserves it most? Comment that down below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys because those other guys do deserve to be in the conversation. And also, where do you project Connor McDavid's numbers to sit at the end of this year? Comment all that down below. If you enjoyed this content, please like. It truly means the world to me. And if you want to see more like it, subscribe because I cover all things NHL from the trophy race. I've already done Vezina. Now we just did the Hart. We're going to have the rookie. We might have the defense player of the year. We're going to cover all that stuff. We're going to be covering everything you need to know about the NHL playoffs. So if you want to see more like it, please subscribe. But as always, I hope it taught something today. Hope it made you smile. Hope it made you laugh. It's something really important to me. Affects the most day in a great way because every single day can be a great day if we all just put in the effort. And as always, you guys all be safe out there.